Hello, we are back. Today I am ranking everything I watched in the month of August, um, which I did last month for July. I thought it went well. I like doing these type of live streams over the Fortnite live streams, so I thought I'd do it again. And I watched a lot of good films this month. I've also watched a lot of bad films this month. I'll get to that. But yeah, tell me in the comments if you've seen any of these movies, what you watched this month. And Maro, nice to see you in the chat. Goon, thanks for starting off the stream with such an intelligent comment. I really appreciate that. Here, let me set this up so I can see the chat in the side. It's up right there. Okay. Starting off with a Black Mirror episode. I watched quite a few Black Mirror episodes, and I think I've seen some of the worst this month. But starting off with San Junipero, this is like the big one. Everyone talks about this. This is like the most iconic Black Mirror episode, or at least the one that's made the most Emmys. I've heard a lot about it. I've never been that interested in it. I've been more interested in the other episodes of the show, but I finally got to it. And that also means I'm done with the first 4 seasons of Black Mirror. I finished through 4 seasons. May do a video on Black Mirror, I don't know. But I'm gonna be honest, this is kind of overrated. I don't know why I don't know why so many people love it. There's like so many better Black Mirror episodes, and I'm gonna be honest, Hang the DJ did better. I think Hang the DJ is like such a better episode, has a similar premise. I don't know why that's not talked about more. I think this one, I didn't really get into the relationship here, not a lot of chemistry. I did like the idea, but I feel like we got on so many episodes now where a guy gets transported into a computer or their consciousness is like in technology. Like we've seen that so many times in this show. So, after watching the rest of the show before this one, it just kind of got stale. I do like the music. It does have a good vibe to it. But like overall, it's overrated, man. I don't get it. I don't know why this is like the biggest Black Mirror episode. That's just weird. So I'm gonna go B though, because even like a mid Black Mirror episode is B tier. Yes, very interesting. Then we got like one of the most boring TV episodes I've ever seen in my life, Smithereens. This I'm gonna be honest, this was terrible. This made me rethink how I felt about Black Mirror. I heard season 5 of Black Mirror was really bad going in, but after watching season 7, I thought it can't be that bad because the show kind of like rebounded afterwards. And I watched 2 episodes of season 5 Black Mirror, and both of them are like the worst of the show. This one included. And I think this is like the worst episode here. Very boring. It's just this guy who takes another guy hostage, his Uber driver hostage, or no, I think the Uber driver kidnaps a passenger, and then there's like this big standoff. It's just an hour and 10 minutes of the standoff. It's just boring. Like, this is a show about technology, and we're all about the standoff. It's so slow too. It takes so long for us to get there. I was just completely uninterested the whole time. There were good performances. Every Black Mirror episode has good performances. That's why I wouldn't say this is terrible. What do you mean that sounds buns? Wait, let me reboot the mic. Hello. Oh shit. This is buns. What the hell happened? Dude. Wait. Let me check this. Dude. Wow. That's a lot of background noise. Jesus Christ. What the hell? Okay. I'm gonna unplug and replug. Give me a second. Be patient. Let's see. You can't hear me, right? Can you hear me? I just unplugged it. That'd be weird if you can. Come on. There you go. Hello. No, that's still bad. That's still really. Wait, wait, wait. God damn it, it's a webcam. Here, is this? I was using the webcam audio, the webcam mic. I had this plugged in. I used that. I used the web. I'm stupid. This is We're 6 minutes until the live stream. I already got a clip for Instagram. That's uh, ugh. We'll never talk about this, okay? Nobody talk about what transpired just now. Yeah, it does sound better because I wasn't using this mic. I was using the mic on there. I use Streamlabs. Okay. We got Fitz. That's over now with what were we talking about? Oh yeah, Smithereens. A lot of tension just to end off with both of them dying. Oh, spoiler alert, I don't even think you want to watch this episode. It's really boring. And every Black Mirror episode has a theme or like social commentary to it, like a message that you get out of it. Some of it is very intriguing. It's like one of the most complex shows on Netflix. And the message to this one is phones are bad. That's it. We are 5 seasons into the show, and that's a conclusion they come up with. They come up with an episode that says phones are bad, get off your phone, be more attentive. That's the whole message of the episode. That's just kind of lame. This is a show known for its social commentary, and yes, season 5 overall, just like a really sore spot in this whole show. I'm gonna go D tier. I may make a F tier later on, and it may go in F tier. Then we got John Woo's The Killer. This is my first John Woo movie. I hope I'm saying his name correctly because I'm not gonna check. I'm not gonna double check that. Um, but yeah, pretty cool action movie. I will admit maybe it's because it's subtitled, but I didn't really follow the plot that well. That just happens when I watch subtitle movies. Like City of God, I got really into, so I understood the plot. But even for that film, there was some information that you miss out on. Same thing with this movie. That's the biggest drawback. But like just from the directing standpoint, there's so many cool action scenes. The action is really invested. It's like so over the top how guts just come out of bodies and the gunshots, the sound effect used for gunshots. It's all very stylized. It's all very fun to watch. I really like the action in this one. It's a good story about this hitman and this police officer who kind of become who go from friend enemies to friends. Something that we've seen a few times before, but it's done really well here. And there's this love story between a blind woman and the criminal. So a lot of good characters. And that ending, man, oh my god, that was a depressing ending. That's a depressing as hell ending. I wasn't expecting that one. But yeah, a lot of cool action scenes, really well shot. I want to see more John Woo. I heard he hasn't made a lot of great films recently, but I've been meaning to see Face Off with what's his name? Nicolas Cage and I think John Travolta's in it. Face Off I heard is good. Same director. I'm gonna go I'm gonna go above San Junipero. Then we got Eyes of Wakanda. This is a TV show, a Marvel TV show, animated, that came on Disney Plus. That's about a bunch of Wakandans from Wakanda. I did not need to add that other part to it. Wakandans are from Wakanda. Anyways, in the movie, it's about like Wakanda, the history, a bunch of warriors, and it's basically Predator, Killers of Killers that came out recently, just an anthology series about all these warriors from Wakanda. That's about it. If you did not know the show came out, I don't blame you. There's no marketing for it, and I can see why. It's mid. It's really, really mid. Um, Marvel has had a good year movie wise. I like Captain America 4. I really like Thunderbolts. I really like Fantastic Four. But then you go to the TV shows, and there's like Ironheart and this, and yeah, they still have some work to do. Still, I mean, it's okay. I don't like the animation. I think that's the big problem. If the animation was a little bit nicer, I would like it more, but just the design of the characters I didn't like, and even the action scenes. For a show about warriors and war and all these different types of action, I just didn't like the action that much. It was lame. That's a issue with the whole MCU. We don't have a lot of good action. There's no John Wick shit. There's no The Killer shit. I was just talking about The Killer. There's no like great action except maybe Deadpool 3. That the one where they're like fighting all the different Deadpools. That was a cool one take shot. That's about it. Not a lot of great action in the show or like the franchise as a whole. Um nothing memorable from this one either. I don't even know why I'm still talking about it. I barely remember it. I got 2 episodes in and I just gave up. And if that sounds like too little, it's a 4 episode show, so I was basically halfway done anyways. Yeah, boring, mid. I'll go C tier. No, no, no. Top of D tier. Let's say D tier is 5 and below. C tier is 6 out of 10 to 7 out of 10. B tier is 8 out of 10. A tier is 9 out of 10. And S tier is 10 out of 10. Yeah, new original ideas for their action scenes. Like, get the people behind John Wick, or maybe I'm just thinking a little bit too narrow-mindedly. Someone's good with action, like a good action director. What, David Leitch? He makes some good action scenes. Just not a lot of great choreograph. The new Spider-Man movie I actually heard has Jackie Chan's stunt team working on it. That'll be cool to see. Shang-Chi had some good action, but not a lot of great stuff. Anyways, Pop Star Never Stop Popping. This is a satire about a white rapper played by Andy Samberg. Pretty funny movie. I'm not a big Andy Samberg guy, but if you want a movie that just kind of encapsulates who he is as an actor, his sense of humor, this is like the film. Like he's very Andy Samberg in this. This is like Andy Samberg doing his thing really well. I do like the idea of this white rapper doing a satire on that. Obviously, there's some parallels with Macklemore, and he is really funny in this. I mean the character's really funny in this. Macklemore is not in this movie. There's this one scene where he makes a gay song about how it's okay to be gay, but he keeps saying that he's not gay. Look up that scene. I can't explain it very well, but it's really, really funny and the standout of the movie. There's some good gags in here and it is entertaining. That's about it. It's a good comedy movie. I don't have a lot to say about it. It's going below The Killer, above San Junipero. That sounds right. Then I rewatched The Naked Gun. You may remember me talking about this in the last live stream. I even made a video about it on the channel. Haven't been doing a lot of movie reviews, but I made one about that because we just don't get that many parody or comedy movies these days, or at least outside Judd Apatow. Like we don't really get that many like satire comedy movies, like Mel Brooks, Zucker Brothers, those type of comedy movies, if you know what I mean. And this is that, and it's produced by Seth MacFarlane. It's directed by Aviki Shear, or I don't know how you say his name, but he has a good background in comedy. Liam Neeson does a good job. I already talked about it. On rewatch though, I probably should have saw this coming. Not that funny. Don't rewatch comedy movies right after seeing a comedy movie. You cannot rewatch comedy except Airplane. Airplane I can watch 1,000 times and it'll still be just as funny. I gotta rewatch Airplane. It's amazing, but yeah, not a lot of rewatchable comedy movies. That's the thing about the genre. You can't really rewatch it that much because it's all about like taking you off guard with his jokes. And even my favorite comedy movie, Monty Python and the Holy Grail, I haven't rewatched that recently because it's not very rewatchable. And I don't know why I rewatched this in theaters. Still laughed at some of the jokes, like some of the really good ones, but yeah, don't rewatch comedy movies right after seeing it. So overall, I would put it in A tier, but on rewatch, talking about my experience with it this time, I would put it in B tier. Still entertaining. Liam Neeson's really good. Then I watched Weapons, which is from the director of Barbarian. You remember Barbarian, that horror movie that nobody would shut up about for like 3 months straight? Same guy directed this one, and I'm gonna be honest, I like this more than Barbarian. It's one of my it's my second favorite horror movie of the year. Sinners came out this year, so that's why I'm saying second. But if Sinners is this is easily my favorite of the year. It's really good. It's really creative. I do like the different perspectives, way of storytelling here, it's such a nice way to tell the story, and it keeps unraveling the plot. It's a rare example of a movie that gets more interesting the more you watch it. Like, the more you watch it, the more invested you get, and the more entertaining it is, and the more they reveal, the better it becomes. That's the thing about horror mysteries, like even Barbarian or Longlegs or any horror mystery. Once they reveal the mystery, you just kind of get left disappointed most of the time. Not with this movie. The more they reveal about what's happening, the better it becomes, and that's like a really good positive for this film. I love the soundtrack. It's so different from most horror movies. Very, very different, very upbeat, kind of intense. I really enjoyed the soundtrack. And yeah, it's just good vibes, very well written. Not that scary. There were some scary moments, but not that scary. I don't need to be. I don't need a horror movie to just be scary. I want a horror movie to be good with good characters and an intriguing plot, and that's what it gives us. And Josh Brolin's really good in this. Julia Garner, Josh Brolin, everyone in this film. The little boy who played Alex, Jesus Christ, is he like 8 years old? Because he acts better than me, like 100% better than me. I'm a terrible actor. I made some short films for school. I was terrible in it. That little boy outacted me in every way. That was a great performance from an 8-year-old, and yeah, just a good film. I really enjoyed it. If you haven't seen Weapons yet, watch it as soon as possible. It's A tier. Holy Mario Yapparao shit. Shut up, David. Then we got Click. After watching Happy Gilmore 2, I decided to watch another Adam Sandler movie. This one is, I think, it's decent. It's decent. It has a lot of heart to it, I think. It's about this guy who can, like, rewind any part of his life, but then he rewinds too much and then starts skipping parts of his life. And it turns from this very goofy comedy into almost like a horror movie or a really sad horror movie where he just, like, skips so many parts of his life and life is literally moving too fast for him. uh, Adam Sandler gives a lot of good dramatic chops, especially that scene where he like says goodbye to his father. Really sad scene. I was not expecting to almost cry while watching Click. Almost. I did not cry while watching Click, but like I almost did. That was a really sad scene. Very well acted, but also as a comedy, not that funny. There were some good jokes, but yeah, as a comedy, I didn't laugh as much as I wanted to, especially compared to the other comedies I've seen this month. I've seen a lot of good ones, so I'll put it in C tier. Why did we watch Click out of the many Adam Sandler movies? Because it was on Disney Plus, okay? I'm not gonna go onto Prime and pay $3.99 to rewatch Happy Madison, okay? I'm gonna watch Click because I haven't seen it before. And now I got Iron Man. This is part of a big video that I'm planning to do where I rewatch all the MCU movies. Um, and rewatching the first one, it was pretty good. Pretty good. It definitely aged very well, especially after seeing the Incredible Hulk a few days ago, which I'll talk about pretty soon. It definitely it's aged very well, especially effects wise. The effects, there's some that look fake, but like especially compared to now where a lot of like MCU movies has really bad green screen, like the effects on a suit kind of mix practically, like it's really good. Some good action. I just like Iron Man's like abilities, his superpower, just having like a suit that can transform into any weapon, do anything you want. Like that's such a cool power. I like that more than a guy with a hammer or a guy who throws a shield. That's way more interesting, a guy with a suit. So yeah, and obviously, Robert Downey Jr. is really good. I love the character development here, where he comes from this hotshot billionaire to like a very selfless person. It's such a natural character development too. Doesn't feel rushed at all, even though it's a 2-hour movie. I think Obadiah Stane is a little bit of a one-note villain. I like Jeff Bridges. He was really good in The Big Lebowski. I think he's a great actor. He definitely like elevates some of his line deliveries, like when he says, "Tony Stark built this in a cave with bots of scraps." He's just yelling at it. Like that was some good line delivery. He's a good actor. I do think his character is missing something though. I feel like they should give his character more. Like even before he's revealed to be a villain or before he betrays Tony, you just never get the sense that Tony and Obadiah like each other. It's almost like they don't like each other and they're only with each other because they're in the same business, which you could argue is the point. But if you want me to be more invested in this betrayal and Obadiah betraying Tony, then you should make their friendship a little bit more believable, give them more chemistry, and they just don't have that. So yeah, but other than that, I really enjoy this one. I'll put it I'll put Below the Killer above Popstar Narza Poppin'. Then we got yeah, this one's bad. Then we got Deuce Belugu Male Juggalo. No, no, I'm looking that up. That's not how you say it. Deuce 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 that's Deuce Bigelow Male Juggalo. That is a handful of a title. My first Rob Snyder movie outside of Adam Sandler, of course, and Grown Ups. Um, I did not like it. if this is what Rob Snyder is known for making, I don't want to watch his other movies. This was really bad. This is about a male prostitute. Um, and you get the usual jokes. But even for like a film about a male prostitute, like even the jokes aren't that good. They don't really like explore the concept that well. Not that it's a good concept, but you may as well like make jokes about it, like really explore it. And Rob Snyder, I just didn't think was funny. Like he's okay as an actor, but like there's no like charisma there. I did not get this character. It was really boring for a 90-minute movie. It was really really boring, and yeah, yeah. This wasn't good. This was a really bad comedy movie. This may be the worst one I've seen in a while. Um, what the hell is that emoji? You're holding your eyelids, your eyeballs. That's weird. Anyways, next we have dangerous animals. I'm gonna get a drink of water. Damn. Um. Anyways, dangerous animals is about the serial killer who feeds people to sharks. That's a really fun idea. A serial killer who like hooks people up, puts them in the water, and then they're eaten by sharks, and he films it. That's pretty cool. And whoever plays a serial killer is really fun. I think the acting is the best part of this movie, but especially for the serial killer, the actor is having such a fun time in this role. He's really entertaining. And yeah, it's a dumb concept. I wouldn't say I loved it. It's pretty dumb, but it's well shot, good cinematography. And even if it's a little bit generic, just the idea of this guy who feeds people to sharks, it's fun enough to make a decent time. So I'll go C tier. Then we got friendship. Yeah, below click. Then we got friendship. Would I put Deuce Belugulo below Smithereens? Yeah, I would. Yeah, I would. It's pretty terrible. Anyways, now we have friendship. I've said that 3 times. Another comedy movie. I've seen a lot of comedy movies this month. This one has Tim Robinson and Paul Rudd. This it's about this guy who like makes a friend. And he's like very introverted, very weird guy. So like when he makes a friend, it's a big deal for him. And he starts acting weird, so the friend kind of like breaks up with him. I don't even know how to describe this movie. It's weird. I cannot I cannot give you like a good plot synopsis that doesn't make you think what the hell are you talking about, Schofield. So just watch it for yourself. It has a very unique sense of humor. It's very well directed. Like out of any comedy movie, this is like the most stylistic directing wise. It's a very A24 movie. The soundtrack is weird. Like for like such a goofy comedy, it's almost like a horror movie soundtrack, which was kind of funny. And yeah, I had good moments. I found it funny. There were some moments where I like laughed out loud and almost died from laughing. So yeah, I enjoyed it. I'll actually put it above The Killer. It was a really good comedy. I'm not even kidding. Then we got another Black Mirror episode. Actually, we have 2 Black Mirror episodes. Black Museum. Starting off with that. I started watching this a while ago, like last year. Or no, not last year. I didn't start watching Black Mirror last year. It was like beginning of this year, like January. And I just kind of like turned it off because it got too weird. Like that whole doctor subplot. For anybody who's seen this episode, the doctor subplot is like so messed up. Has a lot of meaning behind it, but it's just like so uncomfortable to watch. So I just kind of. But I rewatched it. I skipped through that stuff. I got to the next 2 segments. This is one of those episodes with 3 segments. And yeah, it's really good. I liked all the stories, a lot of the performances. The guy who played the villain was really good. I haven't seen him in a lot of stuff. He should be in more stuff. Yeah, I do like the aesthetic of this episode. I do think White Christmas did it better. But as is, I really enjoy this one. I'll put it above Iron Man. No, below Iron Man, but above Popstar or something. Yeah, that seems right. Then we got Ashley Jack and Ashley 2. And this was one of the worst episodes of television I've seen in quite a long time. Quite a long time. This was terrible. This was terrible. This made me rethink how I saw Black Mirror. Like this and Smithereens. Season 5 of Black Mirror is like easily the worst season. It's not even close. Um I'm gonna put it right above Smithereens because at least it's not boring. Like really, really boring. Anything aside from looking at my messages. What the hell are these emojis, bro? You got a chef, then gun, then a plane, then a chef, then a gun, then plane, then fire, 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 building, fire. Oh, I see what you mean. There's two buildings and it's on fire. I see what you're doing there. Yeah, yeah. 9/11. Okay, that's funny. That's really funny. I'm glad you took time out of your day to to put those emojis in my chat. That's nice. Um, yeah, but this one was just annoying. I didn't like it at all. I'm not even gonna get into it. It's very obnoxious. Has a very obnoxious sense of humor. It stars Miley Cyrus, and she's an okay actor, but like, yeah, I just feel like it doesn't say anything. It's just a dumb comedy episode, and I just didn't like it at all. Hey, Nigel Strokefield, shut up, shut up. I hate you. Shut up, Nigel. Who types that? Who takes time out of their day to get your phone, go into my chat, and with actual words in the English language, type Nigel Strokefield. Bacteria hands. Okay, see that one's a little bit better, but Stinkfield. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Because I stink, huh? I stink. Stinkfield. That's beautiful, bro. That's beautiful. That's amazing. I've never seen anybody ever come to that word. Nobody's ever called me that before. That's intelligent, bro. That's intelligent. Just coming up with that. Anyways, yeah, I'm gonna take a break from movies. Let's go over what I've listened to this month. I was thinking of doing this as part of the monthly live streams. Austrian painter wannabe. I do not look like I can't say his name on stream. I do not look like the Australian dictator. Okay, I say Australian. I do not paint. Okay, I'm not Austrian. I'm American. Anyways, let's go over what I've listened to this month. Any albums? That seems fun. Anyways, I started listening. I think it starts here, right? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, no, no, over here. Okay. I have some Gorillaz songs. Um, I listened to "Don't Tap That Glass" by Tyler the Creator, my first Tyler the Creator album. Really good, really good. I want to listen to more from this guy because, especially those last three songs, "Don't Worry, Baby," "I'll Take Care of You," and "Tell Me What It Is." Those were amazing. Some of the best of the year. I really enjoyed that. I listened to Gaudier's what do you call it? Making Mirrors, playing something. Uh, um, no, no, okay. I don't know what the album's called. Anyways, I listened to Gotti album. This is the guy who made Somebody That I Used to Know. And all his other music is really good too, especially Smoke and Mirrors and Eyes Wide Open. Those are some great songs. So I really enjoy him. I listened to some Arctic Monkeys. I listened to the new Clips album. Has some Pharrell Williams in it. Really like him. I've watched Piece by Piece recently, so I started listening to some Pharrell Williams. Because he's illiterate and dumb, you're dumb. You're dumb. You're dumb. You're dumb. And what do these emojis mean? White nerd emoji? Are you calling me white? I'm African American, bro. Look at this. You see this? There's like 1% in here, alright? Stop being ignorant. Then, I don't know, I put a Beyonce song in here. Started listening to this, Holiday Road. Then listened to, that Arctic Monkeys soundtrack. Albino looking, You're a white too. You're albino. We're both albino. But I'm less albino. Because I'm like part Mexican, okay? Arctic Monkeys, I like their album. Fluorescent Adolescence was pretty good. Teddy Picker over here was pretty good. And of course 505. Best ending to any album. Anything but Helping Film Club. I had to watch a movie yesterday, okay? I couldn't make it to the meeting. I listened to one song of Sylvester's album. Um, no, I listened to all of it, but I added this one. It was pretty good. I listened to the Eminem show. Um, I don't really listen to Eminem through albums, but more so singles. Like this one has a lot of good singles, like "Clean Out My Closet," "Without Me." "Without Me" is like one of his best songs. So, and then "Sing for the Moment." I'm not a big Superman guy, but "Till I Collapse." Um, But yeah, as it goes for his albums, I think most of Eminem's albums are very inconsistent. But for this one, it was pretty consistent. I wouldn't say like great. There were some good ones in here. I do think it has a few low points, but as it is overall, I did like the Eminem show. I think White Monkey. Is that what you're saying through those emojis? Huh? What even is that emoji? Is that a green toothpaste? What the hell are you putting in my chat? Anyways, I listened to a Nas album, Illmatic. Never listened to Nas in my life before this, and he's pretty good. I wouldn't say there's any standouts of this action, but overall, it's very album. Why did I say action? There's no standouts on this album, but like overall, it's very consistent. I like the vibe of it. He has a good beat. Listen to a little Wayne song here. Some NF. This is a good Mexican song. I hate you, David. I hate you. Don't put sit 7 in my chat. Here in Schofield Studios, we either type sits 9 or sits 8. Sits 7 is banned from now on, okay? I put the highest to lowest soundtrack here. Really good soundtrack. One of the best, probably the best movie soundtrack of the year. So I put that down in my playlist. And that's all I added for the playlist recently. A lot of good stuff. Obviously, I got Good Kid, Mad City. I got a lot of Kanye. I got a lot of Notorious B.I.G.'s. Siesta. You are destroying the English language, bro. You're destroying it, and now you're destroying the Spanish language. Why? Because 7, 8, 9? What the hell are you even saying? I gotta stop reading my chat. I'm gonna just block that out for the next few minutes. What did I listen to next? This is okay. I watch a lot of David Lynch shorts. I've never seen David Lynch before this. Um, And I'll be honest, after watching a lot of David Lynch recently, I don't like him. I do not like David Lynch. He's overrated as hell. He's the most overrated filmmaker I've seen in recent times. I don't even think David Lynch fans understand David Lynch. When I go into like Letterboxd or YouTube, I see people talk about David Lynch. It's all about, I do not understand David Lynch. I wish one of these days I'll understand David Lynch. That's a whole conversation. If your filmography is all about not understanding what you make, then you're not a good filmmaker. I'm sorry. I do not like you as a filmmaker if I can't understand you. I do not understand anything David Lynch makes. They're the most confusing films ever made. I do not understand one thing that happens to Eraserhead in this movie and any of his movies. The only good thing he's made is A Straight Story, and that's the most anti-David Lynch thing David Lynch has ever made. Just overrated as hell, bro. The only reason an someone who wants to be a filmmaker should watch David Lynch is to see David Lynch say, "Holy crap! I can't believe he became a big filmmaker. Maybe I have a chance." Because the fact that people greenlit this garbage is just amazing, bro. I just, I, I don't know, where to start. Everything he makes, even Eraserhead, that was the most boring movie I've seen this month. That's the most boring. It's 90 minutes. It's 89 minutes long. Eraserhead is 89 minutes long, but you wouldn't know that. You wouldn't know that if you watched it. It feels like 3 hours. It's boring. It's weird. I do not understand it. I guess it's well acted, but it's just weird. It's just weird. That's all it is. It's weird. There's nothing to dissect. There's no deeper meaning. It's just weird stuff happening. It's well directed. I like the lighting. I like the way he directs it. That's it. David Lynch is just overrated, bro. I do not understand him. Yeah, Eraserhead I'll put above his short films, but like, ugh. And then this is another short film I made, and this one was actually pretty okay. This was like a commercial I made. It was like as weird as other films, but it's like cool. I mean, it's just like it was entertaining. But yeah, his movies are just boring and weird. I don't like them. I just don't understand them. I do not understand how people watch David Lynch and say he's the greatest filmmaker of all time. I don't get that. I don't makes no goddamn sense at all. Just yeah. I did not watch a lot of good movies this month. This is looking really bad so far. Nothing in S tier, one in A tier. I look at D tier, bro. Jesus. Alright, I'll open the chat. Nigel Strokefield equals rainbow emoji. uh, 28 Weeks Later theme song. Oh yeah, I like that one. That was a pretty good one, especially in the opening scene. All the 28 Years Later movies have great music, especially 28 Years Later. That I'd put the whole playlist in my soundtrack. Schofield, you should listen to Call Me If You Want to Get Lost by Tyler the Creator. I think I started listening to that, right? I started listening to another Tyler the Creator track. Yeah, I'm gonna listen to his whole discology after listening to Don't Tap That Glass. I'll definitely get to that. Oh, that was a weird burp. Yeah, I'll be talking about 67, but we moved on to 93. What did 93 do to you? Don't put 93 into this nonsense, okay? That's a perfectly innocent number. Do not type 93 in my chat. 41, sit 7, sit 7, sit 7. Okay, that's it. That's I kept up with my chat. That's everything people have typed recently. That's no more sit 7. My whole chat is just people saying sit 7, 41, and 93, and I just and Joaquin making fun of my name. That's it. That's all there is right now. That's it. 5 years on YouTube, and this is what it's led to. I've wasted 5 years making videos, editing them, hours recording, editing, uploading, making thumbnails, making live streams, making shorts. I spent so much time and effort into this YouTube channel. One Family Guy short blows up and that's it. That's it. Everyone who's watched that short has moved on now. 14,000 subscribers and nobody watches my videos. For 5 years, I keep making videos over and over again. I put more and more effort into each video. And nothing, my videos have been worse than ever. My last video made 200 views, less than 200 views. I used to get like 1,000 average, now I get 100 average. And now here I am, wasting my time on a perfectly good Labor Day weekend, reading Sit 7 in my chat. This is my life right now. I'm watching people type Sit 7 in my live stream chat. That's what I chose to do with all that time. This is what it's all led to. This is my life. This is yeah. Okay. Anyways, then I watched Thing You, which is like the Thing with penguins. It's a two minute short film with penguins who reenact the Thing. I don't know why I watched it. This was it's okay. I liked it more than Dangerous Animals. Good animation. Uh The Shawshank Redemption. Okay, this one I watched for theology class, and I gotta be honest, like theology is just like every theology class I've had in my school time has just been really good, especially in the last couple of years, simply because they show us good movies. I watched The Prince of Egypt in my first year of theology. I think I watched some good stuff in my last year, and this year I'm watching The Green Mile, I'm watching Forrest Gump, and I'm watching this film in theology. So, yeah. Anyways, besides that, great film. I loved rewatching it. I used to think it was great, but after watching this, I think it's a masterpiece. Um, those last 10 minutes where he escapes from prison is just as iconic and great as I remember. Yeah, I love it. S tier. Go and listen to Radiohead. Not a big Radiohead guy. I listened to one song, didn't like it. Nah, bro, believe you'll get back to your fame soon. We'll see, man. We'll see. Then we got Brawl in Cell Block 99. This is a film starring Vince Vaughn, directed by the same guy who made Bone Tomahawk. It's about this guy who goes to jail and he has a wife and a pregnant wife. So he has a baby coming along in the way and a wife, and he's sentenced to jail for 7 years. But then this criminal guy kidnaps his wife, his pregnant wife, and then he visits him in jail and says, "Hey, if you do not kill this guy before this time frame, then we're gonna kill your wife and your baby while it's still in the wound." So he has to like beat up a bunch of people to get to worse and worse prisons until he finally gets to the prison with the guy he was instructed to kill. So that's a pretty cool concept for a movie. I'm surprised nobody has came up with this until then. It's very pulpy, very Quentin Tarantino like. I really like the dialogue in this one too. Really good line delivery here, good acting all around. and some really good violence and action here. Like especially the fight scenes, all in one take. There's some good choreographed action here, and very realistic action too. Until the end, where it just goes bonkers and this guy just gets curb stomped on screen. You see his teeth and bones just flying out of his mouth as he gets like stomped into the ground. It's beautiful, bro, beautiful. And this other guy, his face is to the ground, and Vince Vaughn just like steps on him and just slides him on the ground. His face comes off like a pancake, bro. It's amazing. It's amazing. There's some cool gore in this one. It's a really fun time. Very satisfying ending too, where everything comes together while also being kind of depressing ending. Yeah, I love this one. I loved it. It was really good. This director should have done more, but it looks like his career is kind of dead, which is unfortunate. Anyways, I'm gonna put it above. I'm gonna put it right below Weapons, although they're really close to quality. Both really great original films. Which song do you listen to? I think I don't know what it's called. It's like that one where he's like doing that weird dance. Let me see. Radiohead. Was it Creep? I think it may have been Creep. Load. Load, damn you. Load. Okay, I listened to Creep, but I don't think that's the one I was thinking about. Wait, I could have just went to my playlist and looked up Radiohead. My bad. Yeah, let's go back. Control F. Let's see. Okay. Oh no, I was thinking of someone else, I guess. Okay, I was thinking of the wrong song. I guess I haven't listened to that much Radiohead. I'll get into it. Then I watched Highs to Lows, which is the new Spike Lee movie. It's a reboot of High to Low, directed by Kurosawa. I forgot what his first name is, but Kurosawa. He directed High to Low. It's one of his best reviewed, one of his most popular movies. I tried watching it. I'll be honest. I stopped halfway through. I didn't really get into it that much. Having seen the Spike Lee reboot, I really enjoyed it. And it's like very different from the original. It's not a direct reboot. It takes its liberties. It's very different. Has a different vibe, different type of directing, a different plot. It changes up a lot of what happens in the original. So I really do like it. This is what a reboot should be. Just different from the original in so many ways. But it's also kind of a mixed bag, where like the first half is pretty bad. I'm gonna be honest. The first half was just like so so tonally weird. The music did not match the scenes at all. It was just kind of like slow in the first half, and I just didn't really understand Denzel Washington's character. I feel like it was supposed to be a jerk, but then it comes through at the end. But then you get to that second half where it stops feeling lazy and you feel Spike Lee actually starting to give a shit. Like Spike Lee has a lot of fun directing this movie in the second half. And it's easily the best part of the movie when he starts the transaction, the money, and you get all the fun action. Yeah, I really enjoyed the second half of this movie. You just have to get through a very weird first half. And I also like the soundtrack of this movie. I was just showing you a few minutes ago. I added the soundtrack to my playlist, and that's because it's probably the best soundtrack of the year so far, next to Sinners. Now that I think about it, Sinners had a really good soundtrack. But yeah, I mean, and again, it's kind of a mixed bag because for the first half of the movie, I just said like the music just kind of feels totally inconsistent with what's happening. The music was kind of too loud, like the sound mixing was off. But then you get to the second half, and the music is like some of the best parts of the movie. So again, very mixed bag. Very well directed though, very well acted. I definitely need to rewatch it to get a better idea how I feel about it. As is right now, I actually put it above Iron Man. It's really good. Then we got Breaking Bad. So I watched Breaking Bad again. I rewatched the whole show with my mom. I finally convinced her to watch it with me. She loved it. Um, and I basically just watched the whole series. And yeah, it's amazing. It's Breaking Bad. You know what it is. It does hit different on rewatch. Like all the scenes with Hank and Walt just kind of hit differently once you know what's going to happen. And once you get to those last three episodes, it's just like amazing, just a masterpiece of those last three episodes. And I forgot how good Gus is as a villain. I just I guess in my mind, I just thought Gus was a little bit overrated since I saw Better Call Saul and I saw Lalo like kind of overtake him. And then you look at Breaking Bad as a whole, and you think of Walt a lot more than Gus. But Gus is a really good villain, and he's really good for season 4. You should watch Schindler's List. I didn't like it. I thought it was boring. I thought it was too long. I didn't get it. I didn't like it. And then I watched El Camino, which is kind of like an epilogue to Breaking Bad. Very nostalgic, very slow, but very well directed. I'll put it right above Pop Star Never Stop Popping. That sounds right. Um, yeah, I really enjoy it, especially all the flashback scenes, which may sound weird, like, oh yeah, the cameos are the best part of El Camino, but really, just like seeing these characters again, and especially the scene with Walt, well, all the lines in that one, it's really good. Why do you put the nose emoji in my chat, bud? What is that supposed to mean? Huh? What is that supposed to mean? Then I watched The Incredible Hulk again for my MCU video. Um, this one was pretty bad. I'm not gonna lie to you. I did not like the Incredible Hulk. It did not age well. I cannot believe this came out the same year as Iron Man because this is like such a 2000 superhero movie where it just like feels like it was started producing in like early 2000s and then it was in production hell and then it came out in 2008. It's very outdated, very different tone from Iron Man and the rest of this franchise. Um, the CGI did not age well. It's pretty bad CGI. I thought it would age pretty well, but no, the Hulk does not look real any second of this film, which I guess makes sense because with Iron Man you could kind of do practically, but for the Hulk it has to be all CGI. Um, Edward Norton kind of lacks charisma as the main as Bruce Banner. Liv Tyler is just playing your average superhero love interest. She's not interesting. Yeah, it was just kind of mid. Eli Roth is pretty good. William Hurt and Eli Roth, they're the best parts of this movie. The villains are the best part, especially Eli Roth. He does a pretty good job, but that's about it. The action is nothing to write home about. It's very generic. Yeah, I didn't like it. It's going above that one. I'll put it above Eyes of Wakanda. That seems fair. Top of D tier because that's the emoji you always use. Well, yeah, because it looks like a dick, but like, why are you putting it in my chat, you know? My nose looks amazing, bro. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know why you're putting nose emoji. Don't make fun of my nose. This is like one of the best noses anybody has at the school. Now I got Wall Street. Listen, I do not know one thing about how the stock market works or about stocks or whatever the hell they were talking about in this movie. That was actually pretty good. Very well acted. Probably Michael Douglas's best performance. It's very fun. Charlie Sheen as the main protagonist. He was really good. Um, and yeah, it's very you do get very invested. It's very grossing for a film about something I do not care about. Very tight script. I'll put it right below Arm. No, right below Black Museum, but right above El Camino. That seems fair. Very good soundtrack too. Very 80s, but also kind of timeless. Kind of timeless. Let me get a drink of water. How long have I been talking? 50 minutes? Jesus Christ. Then I watched Bambi 2. I spent time out of my day to watch Bambi 2. And you know what? I have not seen Taxi Driver. I have not seen It's a Wonderful Life. I have not seen Song of the South. Or Song in the Wind. I have not seen so many great films out there. I have not seen The Wolf of Wall Street. I haven't seen Saving Private Ryan. I did not finish Gladiator. So many great films out there. The One Who Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. Any Kurosawa film that I haven't seen. Howl's Moving Castle. So many amazing, great, amazing masterpiece films out there that people just love and adore that I have not seen yet. But I've seen Bambi too, and that makes me a cinephile. That makes me prestigious. You know, you haven't seen Bambi too. Nobody watching this live stream has seen Bambi 2. Only me. Only me. I watch Bambi 2. Nobody else. Nobody else. I don't even think the people who made Bambi 2 watch Bambi 2. I'm just above you, bro. I'm above you. Nobody can go to those heights of being a movie lover. Nobody in the history of the planet Earth has seen Bambi 2 except me. What comment did you just delete, David? Huh? I want to know what you said. And that makes me better than you. That makes me better than you. Bambi 2 is a masterpiece. It's going top of S tier. You just don't understand. You don't understand Bambi 2. There's like so many layers to that film that you don't understand. It's way better than David Lynch's filmography. Eraserhead is shit. Bambi 2 is gold shit. Like, shit made out of gold. Gold platinum shit that you flush down a toilet. But like, instead of flushing down the toilet, you fish it out of the toilet and eat it. You know, instead of mining it. Yeah, yeah. Bambi 2 is really good. Then I watched The Godfather, kind of mid. Like following up Bambi 2 with such a mid movie like The Godfather. You know, that's that, that's kind of a downgrade. You know, so I put Godfather bottom of D tier. Obviously, everyone knows this. All right, like nobody's gonna argue with me on this. Godfather 2 is obviously the worst film on this list. Everyone knows this. Um, and just like following up a masterpiece like Bambi 2 with The Godfather, that's just like such a downgrade, bro. I can't believe that. But anyways, that's why I watched this month. Tell me in the comments what you watched this month, if you watched anything. I have a lot of friends who've never seen a movie in their lives, and that scares me. That scares me. I've watched Bambi 2. No, you didn't, David. No, you didn't. Nobody's watched Bambi 2 except me. I am a Bambi 2 fan. I've seen it. I'm a Bambi 2 viewer. You're not. You've probably only seen the first one. You amateur. I've seen Bambi 2. I'm gonna see Bambi 3. I'm gonna see Bambi the Reckoning when that comes out in theaters. The Bambi horror movie that I'm not even fucking kidding you. There's a Bambi horror movie coming out. Bambi the Reckoning. I'm gonna watch this. I'm gonna watch this. It's gonna be like the best thing ever made. Bambi kills people.
Like ants.
And that's basically Bambi 2. Bambi 2 is ahead of its time. I'm not gonna read that comment, David, okay? I'm not gonna read that. I'm not gonna that's not something I'm okay with saying on a live stream. That's ugh, I don't like that. That's okay. Anyways, I'm gonna end the stream right here. I'm getting kind of sick, I think. Um I don't know. I may do something else. Wanna do something else? What should I do? What tier list should I do? Now that I'm done with this. Yeah, let's go to tier makers, see what they have here. A lot of good shit here. I don't know why I don't do more. Uh, a lot of smash or pass here. Jesus Christ. I'll do that one of these days. Don't worry. Let's hmm. Oh, you know what I haven't done yet? Let's do Squid Game characters. I've been meaning to do this one for a while, or just Squid Games in general. I've seen that show. Probably from eating a certain object that is coated in gold. I don't know what you're talking about. I've never said anything like that. Well, none of these are Squid Game related. Here we are. All games, Squid Game games. You ruined my day, Maro. You've ruined my whole day. I was having a good day before I read that. You know that? I was having a good day, and you just came in. You came in and you commented that in my chat, and you ruined it. You ruined this whole weekend. It's a 3-day weekend, and now I wish it was over already. No, she's not tough, bro. She's not tough. You're stupid. You're stupid. Squid Game challenges. Let's rank these challenges on how likely I am to survive them. Let's do it. Starting off with Dogma. Very easy. You just take an envelope and then you like throw it down and then you like flip the other envelope. I'm gonna be honest, I probably wouldn't be able to do this. I would not join Squid Games in the first place because I would just give up after 3 tries and I'd be over with. So I'm definitely surviving this. This is like easy S tier. Red light, green light. I do think the shock of having someone shoot someone in the face would be pretty big. And I would be shaking a little bit, but I feel like I could do it. I have the ability to remain calm. I could stand very still, I think. Yeah, I'll go A tier because if I die in red light, green light, that's actually embarrassing, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Then we got Dalgona, and this really depends on like which shape I get. But even if I get the umbrella, I've seen what Gihan does. He licks it. I'll just do that. I'll do that. That's very easy. Maybe they'll let you bring lighters into the game, so you could kind of like do it that way. I don't know. It feels kind of easy. It depends what type of cookie you get, but honestly, yeah, I definitely survived that one too. Lights out. Okay, this is basically a game of hide and seek, pretty much. Just like hide from everyone, or like take all your clothes off. I'm not even kidding. This is not a joke. Take off all your clothes, your shirt, your pants, your underwear if you wear underwear, your socks. Then just run around, and nobody will want. I can't. No. Nobody will want to touch you. Nobody will want to touch you if you're naked. All right. So in lights out, just take off all your clothes. Nobody will want to get near you. And the VIPs, they may give you special privileges because they'll like that. They will. I'll put it like a A tier though. It's definitely more dangerous than the first three. Then we got tug of war, and this one's this one's about like pulling a rope. That's it. That's it. It's all about like your strength. As someone is not to brag, like I have a lump here. No, this lump is not cancer. It's a muscle, and a little bit. It's like I'm trying to create a mountain. Right now, it's a hill. But like I'll just like work out before joining Squid Games a lot and then I'll become super strong and yeah, it's also about like how you do it. Like that old man was saying, like it's all about how you like position yourself, you know? Like yeah, I don't know how they were doing it. It was like your back is like down and shit, you know? Like at a tango line. Definitely the hardest one so far, but I go B tier. Now, marbles. Okay. Um did they ever say you could kill your teammate? Just kill him and then take all his marbles? I think you could. I think you could. I'd do that. And he would be taken so off guard. Like I could easily do it. No, if I knew what marbles was gonna be, I just team up with someone very naive, very vulnerable, very old. And yeah, I have a 50-50 chance technically, but like I could definitely outsmart him. I'm just like that. So top of A tier. Then I got a glass bridge. Okay, this depends on which part of the line I'm on. And I'm gonna do the same thing I did with Lights Out. Take off all my clothes, stand in the back, and like nobody will want to get near me. And I walk a little bit closer to them so they'll be forced to jump on the glass because they're running away from me naked. That's perfect. Nobody's ever thought of that. Yeah, I'll definitely just go in the back or like near the back. And also there's that light thing and makes different sounds when you like throw stuff on it. And also you could just take both of your shoes and just like yank it onto the glass and see if it like breaks. There's a lot of ways to win this, but it's definitely the hardest so far, so I'll go bottom and B tier. Um then Squid Game. Believe it or not, I'm not gonna take off my clothes in this one. All right, because this is just a fight to the death, and I'm sorry, but I'm just like that. Okay, I'll win this one. It's easy. It's easy. It's a fight to the death. I'll just grab some sand, throw at his eyes, blind him, dig my fingers into his eyes, blind him. Even though I already blinded him with the sand, and it's easy. It's easy from that point on. I'll just kick him out. And nobody knows how to play Squid Game. I don't even think he'll piece together the fact that he can't walk out of the triangle thing. So I just tell him, "Hey, stand over there." He'll walk out, He'll get shot. Boom. A tier. Top of A tier. Then we got the rock paper scissors game. I am not gonna lie, I probably die. I suck at rock paper scissors. Let's go to D tier. Um, but assuming I do survive that because it's kind of like a 50-50, then we got Russian roulette. This is like the easiest one of the whole show. You just listen. Assuming there's one bullet, you just take the gun and then unload all of it. Unload the whole chamber on the other guy. You don't even have to play Russian roulette. You could just shoot him. It's that simple. Like step back a couple of feet, then unload the whole chamber, like the good, the bad, the ugly style, like what Clint Eastwood does, and boom, you win. Actually, that's easy. S tier, above the cookie game. Then you got the circle thing. I'm gonna be honest. This is like the hardest one. Obviously, it depends on our teammates, but like me personally, I wouldn't be able to do any of those. That just seems so hard. I cannot do any of those. I'm not a good thrower. I'm not good, especially if I get the was it the marble game where you take like the marbles and you put it on your hand like that. I cannot do any of that. That's way too hard. So I'm gonna go D tier, bottom of D tier, honestly. Um, then we got Mingle, just follow someone or kick someone out. Obviously, for this game, you kind of have to make the hard choices. You know, there's too many people in one room. You have to kill someone. That's fine. All right, I can do that. It's definitely about chance though, so I'll go C tier. The only C tier so far. For this one, I just wouldn't fight. I wouldn't fight. I would not fight the guards. I would. I'm too scared. I'm too scared. I'm not gonna take that chance. And I'd probably already be enjoying the games because I want the money. So why would I want to escape when I could just, like stay in? Then we got hide and seek. Be seeker. Find someone. It's easy. You just have to like keep running. Just keep running through the sidewalks until you find someone. Cover more ground. Um, but yeah, this was definitely like the hardest one of 8 tiers. So then you got jump rope. I gotta be honest, I probably would not be able to do this one. I'm not good at jumping. I mean I could still survive. I just have to be really careful with my timing, which is not that good. And then we got this one. Throw the baby. Just throw the baby. Okay? Just throw the baby. Throw it. Throw it. Who cares? It's not going to hell. It's going to heaven. It's a baby. It's a baby. It's a baby. It's a baby. I'm throwing that thing. I'm kicking it like a football. I'm not choosing baby over me, especially if it's not my baby. You know? Actually, top of S tier. No, no. Below the envelope game. But yeah, come on. Actually, red light, green light's a little bit harder than Russian roulette. Yeah, that was easy. Alright. Now I'm gonna end the stream. Thanks for watching this video. Be sure to subscribe and stuff. And yeah, okay. All of these games low-key easy. Yeah, I agree with you. The Squid Games, they just have skill issues. I could definitely win all those. Anyways, thanks for watching. And yeah, alright, see you.